Hello, hello, hello. It says low network connection, so I'm not sure what that entails. Hopefully, it still works. I know I haven't been on for quite some time, so it's been a hot minute, so to speak. I have been taking quite a lot of time on educating myself and focusing on people one on one. So helping people one on one and in a group setting. I'm gonna put these back on. My eyes are a little sensitive to this bright sun. But anyways, so I would also like to come on here and do live video every single day. I really do, but I would love to hear if any of you would like that and what would be the best time for you. Okay, so let's go right into it. Control. What does control mean to you? How does that feel in your body? Which means when you are controlling someone or trying to control something, how does that feel? Okay, does that feel good? Does it feel bad? It feels good. How does it feel good? Where does it feel good? Right? If it feels bad, why does it feel bad? Or where does it feel bad? Okay. Now, control. A lot of us can relate to that word as we were growing up, because everyone that we seem to have come across quite often would try to control us in one way or another. Hey, beautiful Jasmine, how are you doing? It's a good day here, and hope you're having a good day on your end. So, so people that you come across with, they quite often would try to control something of you. People that you live with tend to do that even more. Some feel like they have the right to do so and don't even realize it. And others realize it and they do it on purpose because they want to control, because they have a certain idea of who you should be, who you're supposed to be, and you are not that person. So they try to control you in the ways that they can. So as you can imagine, that kind of control can be completely devastating to anyone, really, because how do you feel when somebody's trying to control you, control what you are doing, control what you are thinking, control what you are saying? And this is not right away, I'm telling you guys, this is not my own example. This is not me talking about my life, okay? This is me talking about experiences that I have helped people to work through, experiences that I have learned and witnessed. So anyways, just letting people know, because some people will be like, oh my God, is she talking about her and her husband? No, I'm not. Quite the opposite. Okay. Anyways, so when somebody is trying to control you and what you do, when I say how does that make you feel? From what I have gathered, the way it makes a person feel is misunderstood, unloved, not accepted, judged beyond judged, bad, very, very bad on many different levels. Now, when you allow your partner or your friend or whoever you're controlling, your children included, when you allow that individual, that human being, no matter the age, do what they do and just support them in whatever it is that they are doing. So for example, your child wants to sit down and watch Netflix with you, instead of you having the idea of sitting down and playing a game together that the child no longer wants to do, because the child has a different way of connecting with you and different way of spending time with you, and they don't want to have the one-on-one, but you're forcing it because you want to, right? So you're trying to control the situation, and neither party is really enjoying it. But because a lot of the reasons why people try to control something is based on what everybody else thinks is good or bad, what's allowed, what's not allowed, what's frowned upon, what's not frowned upon. It's a variety of different reasons that come together as one control, right? So for example, your spouse might control your try to control your drinking, because that let's be honest, because a lot of relationships, one person might turn to drinking because they feel like they don't have control of their life anymore, because they gave up control or they lost control, and they feel like they're spinning out sometimes, so they look for a way out. And by you controlling that situation even more, okay, it's not going to help it. But by you allowing them to choose on their own, because I mean, they all know what the consequences are of them continuing that habit, because it can get out of hand. And this is where we cannot choose for them to quit, to stop. We cannot choose for them to overcome this issue, this problem. We cannot make them fix it. We can't control it. Okay, they're the ones that are in control, and by us making them feel like they're being controlled, they kind of lose that self-control. I'm not sure if everybody's getting it. If you're not understanding that concept, I can explain it to you in more detail. It's kind of anyways. So that's that. When it comes down to relationships, and this is actually how I got into this topic. I am a very new person, and some people just come to me and start talking to me. I came to a store. I went to a Lazy Boy store because they had a sale, and I just walked in, and I'm wearing my sunglasses, and I have my backpack, right? So kind of like bright, nice colors. So what happened is I come inside, and I was there for maybe like 3 minutes. I started looking around, taking some pictures, sending to my husband, like, oh, I like this. Maybe we can get this and get that. Oh, what about this one? What about that one? And this gentleman comes up to me, and he clearly works there. So started talking to me. And right away, he started talking to me about energies. And I thought, well, that's odd, because this is what I would love to talk about. So long story short, him and we ended up talking for quite some time. And he got to know quite a bit of what it is that I do and how I help people heal themselves. And he also was the manager of the store. So I thought, wow, that's interesting. And this is where we ended up sitting down on the couch at Lazy Boy and having a conversation. And I told him, I'm going to be very honest, that you gave me hope for the possibilities of what the corporate world could be for so many people. Because he leads with energy, he goes with energy, and you can tell. So anyways, again, long story short, as we're talking, he goes, I would love to hear what you have to say on the relationships. And that was that, right? So that topic itself is so broad. And to me, I go by my intuition, and my intuition told me one word that came to mind, and the word was control. That's why we're here talking about it. I'm going to put my sunglasses on. My eyes are a little sensitive. Can't take it anymore. Okay. So because he asked, about relationships, the word control came to mind, because that is what seems to be the trigger for so many people. Because the moment that you lose control in your relationship, you start to, or feel like you lose control, right? And you could start to feel lost and angry, and start to resent people. And then you ask that question, well, how do I get it back? How do I get control back in my life? And as simple as it sounds, I know it sounds simple. I know it's not that simple. It involves a lot of work, but you take it back. That's it. You take it back. It is your job to figure out how you lost control, or where you feel like you have lost control, and actually if you lost control or not, and what you can do to gain it back. Now, when you go to try to fix that problem, because everybody's trying to fix all these problems, right? I mean, that's part of what life is all about. But what you're going to be doing, you're going to be using anabolic energy as opposed to catabolic energy, because catabolic energy is not healing, it's damaging. Anabolic energy is healing, and it's not damaging. I mean, the word healing itself already implies that it's not damaging. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to claim your power back by using anabolic energy. So there. I think that's all I wanted to say. But when it comes to trying to get control back, so, okay, let me see quickly what I took a few tiny little notes on here, just so something that I write on here might trigger it and make me and bring a different thought or different idea to you guys. Because when you lose control, basically what you tend to do is you tend to give up, and you tend to want to quit, and you leave, and that's how you think you gain control back in your life. But that is not always the case. So the way you get it back is you claim it back, you work through it, you educate yourself on it. And this is where what I said is you figure out what areas of your life you feel like you have lost control, how you have lost control, work through it. Literally work through each problem, because each control that you feel like you have lost, figure out a solution to that problem. Okay? Ask people around you as well. I'm sure they will have some insight as well. Two minds are better than one. Three minds are better than one. And a mastermind, man, if you have a mastermind group, that can truly transform people. But that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Yeah, so hopefully this was helpful to you, useful to you. If not, too bad, so sad. Any feedback is welcome. Anyway, so I gotta go now. I got to go shopping now and finish, or actually start this day, continue this day. And I will see you guys all next time. Bye, and thank you so much for watching and contributing to this conversation. I'm going to be replying back to Jasmine as afterwards once I'm off here. Bye, and thanks for watching.